Imagine a universe filled with stars, planets, black holes, quasars, and clouds of interstellar dust. Now picture something incredibly mundane, like a wooden chair, a plank of oak, a fallen tree. What if I told you that, in the vastness of space, that wooden chair might be one of the rarest materials in the entire universe? Sounds absurd, right? But it turns out it's not. Welcome to a journey that explores biology, astrophysics, and the incredible uniqueness of wood. Not just as a material, but as a symbol of how rare and precious life on Earth truly is. This is why wood might be the rarest material in the universe. Let's start at the root of the question. What is wood? At its core, wood is a biological composite made primarily of cellulose, lignin, and hemicellulose. It's produced by plants, especially trees, as they grow. Each tree lays down layers of these materials year after year, forming the strong, fibrous structure we know as wood. Cellulose is a complex carbohydrate, essentially a type of sugar polymer. It gives wood its strength and structure. Lignin, meanwhile, acts like a glue that binds cellulose fibers together, providing rigidity and resistance to decay. This combination is the result of billions of years of evolution, an engineering marvel produced by biology. And that's the key. Wood is biological. It can't be formed by stars. It can't be forged in the heart of a dying sun. It doesn't arise from gravity wells or supernova explosions. It can only be made by life. Let's zoom out way out. Across the cosmos, we observe all kinds of materials. Hydrogen and helium, the most abundant elements. Carbon, silicon, oxygen, iron found in everything from planets to dust clouds. Metals forged in supernovae. Exotic particles near black holes. Even organic molecules like amino acids and hydrocarbons in deep space. But we've never observed anything remotely like wood in the cosmos. Why? Because wood is not just a collection of atoms, it's a product of cellular life, of growth, metabolism, and reproduction. It's made by organisms with DNA, photosynthesis, and cell walls. That is something stars can't do, planets can't do, even complex chemistry in interstellar space can't do. So despite being one of the most common materials on Earth, wood is cosmically rare, because the process that creates it is, as far as we know, entirely unique to Earth. Now let's ask a bold question. Could wood exist elsewhere in the universe? Let's break this down. First, you'd need a planet capable of supporting carbon-based life. That life would have to evolve complex, multicellular plant organisms. Those plants would need to invent a structure similar to wood, fibrous, vascular, capable of supporting weight, transporting water, and resisting decay. That's already a tall order. But even if such life evolved, would it produce wood as we know it? The odds are slim. Wood isn't inevitable. It's a specific evolutionary solution to a specific set of environmental pressures. Evolution could lead elsewhere. Alien life might evolve structures that look like coral, jelly, or even mineral-based exoskeletons. So, the odds that another planet has evolved life in trees and wood similar to Earth? Astronomically low. Let's compare wood to some other materials. Metals are everywhere. Gases are the building blocks of stars. Ice is found on moons and comets. Carbon compounds like methane or even complex organics exist in interstellar space. But wood doesn't survive the vacuum of space. It doesn't form naturally. It requires life to not only exist, but to be advanced and complex enough to build forests. This makes wood more rare than gold, platinum, or even diamonds. Think about that. Gold can be created in a dying star, but wood, it can only come from life. Here, where it gets even more fascinating. Wood isn't just material, it's an information-rich structure. Every growth ring is a record of a year in the life of a tree. Each fiber contains the results of countless genetic instructions. That means each piece of wood is like a biological fossil, storing environmental data, evolutionary history, and molecular craftsmanship. In this way, wood becomes not just rare, but sacred. It's a record of life, growth, and survival on a living planet. No synthetic material, no mineral, no cosmic dust can tell a story like wood can. So what does this cosmic rarity tell us? It tells us that Earth is extraordinary. We often look up at the stars and dream of what's out there. But maybe we should also look down at the bark of a tree, the grain of a wooden desk, the creak of old floorboards, and realize this material, this thing we take for granted, may be utterly unique in the universe. It's a reminder that Earth's biosphere is something special, that our planet is more than a rock in space. It's a crucible for rare and delicate wonders. Now let's get philosophical. If wood is so rare, what else is? What about you? You too are made of carbon and stardust. You too are the product of complex life. You too are statistically improbable. Maybe that's the lesson in all this. Not just that wood is rare, but that life itself is rare and precious and fragile. And maybe, just maybe, meaningful. Because when we find something in the universe that only life can create, it tells us something profound. We matter. And so does everything we create. Wood isn't just biologically rare, it's culturally priceless. Human civilization was built on wood. We built our first tools from it. Our first homes. Our first boats that sailed across oceans. Our books were made of wood pulp. Our warmth came from firewood. Wood shaped history. It's in our architecture, our art, our instruments, even our metaphors. Knock on wood. Can't see the forest for the trees. It's not just rare in the universe. It's been central to human existence. And that makes it all the more extraordinary. So the next time you walk past a tree, or sit in a wooden chair, or pick up a pencil, remember this. You are holding something that may not exist anywhere else in the universe. Not because it's made of some rare element, but because it's the product of life, of Earth, of time, of evolution. Wood is a quiet miracle, a reminder that while the universe is vast and full of stars, it is also full of mysteries that begin right here at home. And maybe, just maybe, the rarest things are the ones we've stopped noticing.